shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Let's go! 319! 319!
They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Now, Barney!
Now a 1st down throw. Webb. side by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Webb. Over the middle, Schultz got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone.
On 2nd down, Webb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on third down, Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Webb steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. First down, Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The give is to Bell. Able to get away.
Keep the legs churning.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Gun, it's Webb. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Stepping up, and it's a fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
To throw on second down. Webb goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun on third down. Webb. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first and 10. Webb. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up third and long? Webb now from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On on second down. Here's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now it's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Leopard! Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing on 1st down. Webb. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
A play fake. Now Webb. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So we have reached the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now look at 56. Look at...
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again. Webb. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And some room to maneuver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watching that, Barney. Barney.
They'll give it to Mixon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Keith Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now here come the Ravens. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action, it's Webb. Wide open receiver complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Webb. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Bell sheds him off. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Back to the Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Webb. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd down, Webb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. Now Jackson. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll go again with Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard, Leopard. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Off the play fake. Webb. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Webb now. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw, Webb. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Webb. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape. and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun on third down. Webb. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this. While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Koo able to connect on the extra point. The game's gone final, by the way, down in New Orleans. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a desperation throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.